Namaskar to everyone. I am Hari Prakash. In this video, we will discuss the first chapter of physics of class 12th, that is electric charge and field. In this video, we will try to discuss these topics that are electric charge, properties of electric charge, and conductors and insulators. In 11th class, we have studied that there is two main branch of physics, that is physics broadly can be classified into two main branches. One is classical physics, that is also known as the Newtonian physics, and second one is the modern physics. In classical physics, we basically discuss these disciplines that are mechanics. Another discipline is thermodynamics. Another one is optics. Also there is acoustics. In mechanics, we will discuss the motion of the objects. In thermodynamics, we discuss the motion of heat. In optics, we discuss the phenomena of light. In acoustic, we discuss the sounds and its related phenomena. In modern physics, we discuss the quantum mechanics, which is basically based on the microscopic particles. There is another branch in the classical physics, that is electrodynamics. In electrodynamics, we basically discuss the electrical or magnetic effect of electric charge. So the first chapter of physics of class 12th is basically related to this electrodynamics, this discipline of the classical or Newtonian physics. There is a branch known as electrostatics. Electrostatics, which is basically deals with the study of static charge or the charge which is at rest. So what is electrostatic? It is the study of static charge and its effects. Effects means electrical effects like electric force, electric potential, and much more. So the study of static charge is the electrostatic. So what is electric charge? According to William Gilbert, electric charge is nothing but the property of an object due to which it attract or repel the other object. So it is the basic definition that was given by the William Gilbert, that the electric charge is the property of an object due to which it attract or repel the other object. But as we all know that any object or an atom that makes the object are basically initially in neutral. So how that atom or an object gain the electric charge? Suppose there is an atom, we can take the sodium atom. As we all know that sodium atom have 11 protons and 11 electrons, means 11 positive particles and 11 negative particles. So the charge of each particles are cancelled because they are in equal numbers. Let me draw the Lewis-Dot structure of the sodium. In that structure we have a nucleus which is basically positive, and that 11 electrons are accommodated in these cells, basically known as K, L, M, N cells. As the atomic number of sodium is 11, it means there is 11 electrons. So how can we accommodate that 11 electrons? As we know that in first shell there will be 2 electrons accommodated, then there will be 8, then there left 1 electron that have to accommodate, and it will be accommodated in the last orbit or the last shell, that is the outermost shell. As we have seen that there is a less distance as compared to this outermost electron in this inner electrons and the nucleus. So this electron have higher energy as compared to these inner electrons, also the less electrostatic force between the nucleus and this electron. So when we give some extra energy to this electron, then this electron take that energy. As because it have almost higher energy, so little energy will remove this electron from this outermost cell. If this electron comes out from the outermost cell of this sodium atom, then there will be a deficiency of electron, and now the electrons in this sodium atom is 10. So the 11 protons dismiss the charge of electrons, and there is one extra charge, that is the positive charge. So in this manner the positive charge of atom appears. Again, in this way an object becomes positive charged or negatively charged by gaining or losing the electron. If an object gain the electron, then it becomes negatively charged, and if an object lose the electron, then it becomes positively charged. So what is electric charge? Electric charge is nothing but the additional properties of electrons. There is a small history behind the electric charge. There are some scientists who gives their thoughts about the electric charge. History of electric charge. In this sequence, first came Thales of Miletus. He was the Greek philosopher. Once he was wandering around the seashore, and he found a shiny stone which is nothing but was a resinous substance. He termed that substance the amber. He found that that amber is full of sand, and he picked that amber. He initially thought that he found some kind of jewel or worthy material, but when he rubbed that amber and cleaned that object, he found it is nothing but a resinous substance that is basically came out from the trees, bark of trees. So he threw that substance. As he threw that substance, that amber substance again attract the sand. He wondered. He took that substance again and washed that substance. Again he threw that. Similar event happened. So he found that when we rub an object, that object acquires some kind of property. That property attracts the other object. So basically, initially, the thought of attracting and repelling of the object is given by the Thales of Miletus. It is in around the 600 of BC. He was a Greek philosopher. The second scientist who basically describe experimentally that there is a two kind of properties or two kind of charge, he was Charles Duphase. Charles Duphase. The full name of this scientist is Charles du Francois Phase. Actually, he belongs to France. He was French physicist. He initially took two glass rods and two silk cloth. So these are two glass rods and these are two silk cloths, and these glass rods are rubbed with these silk cloths. He found that after rubbing, when these two glass rods brings near to each other, they start repelling. Similarly, after rubbing these two silk cloths, when brought near to each other, they again start repelling. But when a glass rod brought near to the silk cloth, they start attracting. So in this experiment, he found that the similar kind of object have same kind of charge after rubbing, but two different objects gains the opposite charge, which makes them to attract each other. So in this manner, Charles Duphase showed that there is a two kind of properties that an object may acquire. Third scientist was Benjamin Franklin. He was American physicist. Also, he was a politician. Some of you have seen the dollar, that is the currency of America. In that dollar, as we have the rupee as the Indian currency, similarly an American have the currency of dollar. In that dollar, the picture of the person is of Benjamin Franklin, as we have the picture of Mahatma Gandhi ji. In similar manner, the Americans dollar have the picture of Benjamin Franklin. It means he also a physicist, he was also a politician. Actually, the credit of naming the properties of attracting and repelling means positive and negative charge. Basically, these terms is coined by the Benjamin Franklin. So Thales basically gives the thought of attracting and repelling properties. He gives the initial properties. What Charles Duphase does, he experimentally shows there is two kind of properties, and Benjamin Franklin coined the positive and negative charge. Means he gives the name to the positive and negative charge. Also, the experimental demonstration of electric charge, actual experimental demonstration of electric charge is given by Michael Faraday in his famous experiment of electrolysis. Also, the real naming of positive and negative charge is given by the Sir Millikan. So this is a little history of the electric charge, and maybe in some competitive exams they will ask, or they may ask, the scientist who basically related to the electric charge. So as we have discussed the electric charge, what is electric charge, how an object gain the charge, and here a little history of the electric charge. Now the properties of electric charge. So what are the properties of electric charge? Properties of electric charge. The initial property that was actually the thought of Greek philosopher Thales of Miletus, that like charge repel each other, means same kind of charge like positive or negative charge repel each other. Unlike charge attract each other, means pair of opposite charge will attract each other. These are the basic property of the electric charge. Another property of electric charge is electric charge are additive in nature. Electric charge are additive in nature, means electric charges are easily additable. Two charges can be easily added. Like suppose I have an object like this, and if it have two positive charge, 3 positive charge, -5 charge, and -8 charge, so the total charge on this body will be, can be additive, and it comes out -8 coulomb. Here C stand for the coulomb, that is the measuring SI unit of electric charge. So here you can see that by using the simple algebra or algebraic method, we can easily find the total charge on this object. Another property of electric charge is electric charge are conserved or conservative in nature. Conservative means electric charge follows the conservative laws. For this we will take a nuclear reaction, that is very simple. Suppose we have a radioactive element or isotope, that is uranium, whose atomic number is 92 and mass number is 238. When it is exposed to nature, in nature it dissociates into two particles, subparticles, that is thorium and helium. Thorium has atomic number 90 and mass number 234, and helium, which is also known as the alpha particle, have atomic number 2 and mass number 4. As we all know that atomic number tells us that how many particles, positive particles and negative particle, an atom have. So here 92 particles are present in the uranium, or on the right side we have again the total 92 particles, 90 of thorium and 2 of helium. So in this nuclear reaction, when it is taken in the isolated chamber, then there is no loss of charge in this reaction. So in this manner the electric charge remains conserved. Here you can see that on the left side there is a total 92 charge particle, and also on the right side there is total of 92 charge particle, 90 of thorium and 2 of helium. So electric charge are basically conserved in nature. Another property of electric charge is electric charge remains invariant of speed. Means the charge of an object doesn't depend upon its speed. Suppose an object have 10 coulomb charge and it is moving with the speed of light, then some may thought that that object may lose the electrons or may lose the charge, but it doesn't happen because the charge of an object doesn't depend upon the speed of the object, so the total charge remain same. Another property of electric charge is electric charge are quantized in nature. What is the meaning of quantization? It is very important topic. The quantization of electric charge means electric charge on an object basically found in the form of integers. It means the charge on an object are always found in integral form. Suppose this is an object which have some charge. The charge are represented by Q, maybe it is small in letter or big in letter, capital letter. So the charge on this body is basically the integral multiple of basic electronic charge. Here n belongs to integer, which is 0, plus 1, minus 1 and so on, and E is the basic electronic charge. E is the basic electronic charge, which is plus minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Here negative stands for the electron, negative charges, and positive stand for the protons and the positive particles. So it is the quantization. It means the charge on an object is always in the form of integers. Non-integral charge is not possible at some limits, but when we goes to the extreme microscopic level, means subnuclear level, then this quantization of electric charge is not valid. There are some particles which shows that there is the violation of quantization of electric charge. That particles are quarks. So quarks doesn't shows the quantization. So to understand the quantization, we will take an example. There is a simple question that will explain the meaning of quantization. That is the charge of 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 20 coulomb possible? It is very simple question. So to solve this, Since quantization means charge on the object will be n into E, so here n is the integer, so this charge must be in the term of integer. Here Q is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, n means integer, and the value of E is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. So n comes out to be 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb divided by 1.6 into, here the value of the charge is 20, 10 raised to power minus 20. So it should be 10 raised to power minus 20 divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. So you can say that the value of n is 10 raised to power minus 1 and it is 0.1, which doesn't belong to the integer family. It is a fraction. So if charge comes in the terms of fraction, it isn't possible. So charge must be in terms of integer. So by doing this simple numerical, we can easily understand the concept of quantization. So these are some properties which is important for the board exams. Basically this quantization. So quantization is very important. Now finally we come to our last topic, that is conductors and insulators. So what is conductors and insulators? Conductors, these are those substances which conduct the electricity. Means those substances which allow the electrons to flow from its one terminal to the another terminal, then those substances may be considered as conductors. While what are insulators? Insulators are those substances which do not conduct the electricity, means which do not allow the passage of electric charge through them. So those substances which have free electrons, they are able to conduct the electric charge, that is the electricity. Like sodium atom, as we have discussed earlier, have one free electron. Free electrons means which is not in the outermost shell. So that is the free electron. That free electron can roam inside the substance or the object but cannot leave that object. So that is the free electrons which makes an object conductive or insulative, right? So these are the topics in this video which we have discussed. We have took a quick glance of this lecture. In starting, we discussed the basic origination of the chapter, that is the electrodynamics, from where we have taken the electrostatic, which is the study of static charge or its effect, how an object becomes electrically charged or electrified, that means by gaining or losing the electrons an object becomes the electrically charged. A little history about the electric charge, means which scientist what say about the electric charge. Thales, who gives the initial thought of attracting and repelling. Charles Duphase gives the experimental demonstration of two properties. Benjamin Franklin named the properties, and these are the properties of electric charge. Like charge repel each other, unlike charge attract each other. Electric charge are additive in nature, means they are calculative by simple algebra. Electric charge are conservative in nature, means follow the conservative law. And Quantization means electric charge always found in the integral form, but at some extent or some level. Subatomic particles, subnuclear particles like quarks cannot show the quantization, means they violate the quantization rule. So this is from this lecture. Thanks and have a nice day.